Thank you to Mayor Pikulisky, Governor Murphy, and Lieutenant Governor Oliver for giving me this chance to speak to all of you today. And hello, everyone. I'm Mitch Landrieu, Senior Advisor to the President of the United States. I have the great pleasure and privilege of overseeing the implementation of the $1.2 trillion Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. On behalf of President Biden and the entire administration, I want to thank each of you for your leadership and your partnership. I also want to thank the members of the New Jersey League of Municipalities for all you do every day to lead your communities across the state. Everything the administration has been able to accomplish and deliver for New Jersey is in no small part due to our strong partnership with local governments and this administration. The amount that we have accomplished together and the impact we've made on the lives across the Garden State is truly remarkable. Let's start with President Biden's Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. Yesterday, we celebrated the first anniversary of the largest investment in America's infrastructure since Eisenhower's interstate highway system. We're just 1 year in, and we're getting money to the ground for communities across the country. At this point, we've already delivered $4.9 billion to the state of New Jersey for 67 specific projects. Across the whole state, we're focused on rebuilding our roads and bridges, retrofitting homes and buildings to save on energy costs, upgrading ports and waterways, cleaning up legacy pollution, and so much more. In the process, we're also opening up opportunities of creating thousands of jobs. So let me share with you some quick stats in terms of what we've invested in this year alone. $833 million for public transit, $169 million for clean and safe water, $103 million for clean energy and power, $172 million for airports and ports. We're leaving no stone unturned in order to reach communities all across New Jersey, including rural communities and historically underserved populations, and ensure that no one gets left behind. I've done extensive outreach to mayors in the room, as well as to your governor, congressional delegation, and many officials across the state to spread the word about big, critical investments we're making. For example, the United States Department of Transportation recently announced a $26 million award to the New Jersey Department of Transportation for Hudson County to improve drainage on Route 7, which will reduce flooding and improve safety for travelers. The City of Elizabeth was awarded $5 million for planning grants to explore locations at the city's waterfront for a ferry terminal, jump-starting a project to create more transportation options for the city's residents. And the Corps of Engineers awarded over $24 million for a project to reduce hurricane and storm damage to Monmouth County beaches, supporting the state's tourism industry. It has been an honor to partner with folks across your state and to do work that will strengthen all communities, black and white, urban, rural, for decades to come. And the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law is just one of the many pieces of transformational legislation that we passed. The American Rescue Plan is already delivering for local governments, and it's expanded essential programs like the Child Tax Credit, which gives historic tax relief to the vast majority of families, $3,000 per child ages 6 to 17 years old, and $3,600 per child for kids under 6. We also, of course, recently passed the historic Inflation Reduction Act, which lowers prescription drug costs, healthcare costs, and energy costs. It creates good-paying union jobs and is the most aggressive action to tackle the climate crisis in all of American history. We can't forget the CHIPS and the Science Act, which is an investment in our future that will create more jobs, strengthen America's supply chains, and revitalize domestic manufacturing. We're already seeing manufacturing booms nationwide. Our economy has added around 700,000 manufacturing jobs since President Biden took office, and CHIPS is going to build on that. The bottom line is that the Biden-Harris administration has laid the foundation to begin tackling decades-long economic challenges and finally deliver an economy that works for working families from the bottom up and the middle out. We've made enormous progress together, and now one of our priorities is making folks aware of the resources that they can access. I would be remiss if I did not mention the Affordable Connectivity Program, funded by the President's Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, which provides households up to $30 per month on their internet bills, as well as a one-time $100 discount off of a connected device. In New Jersey, over 190,000 households are already enrolled, but experts estimate that as many as 1,080,000 households are eligible. So one thing I hope you'll take away from today is that you should spread the word. Households can check their eligibility, sign up, and find fully covered plans at getinternet.gov. That's getinternet.gov. As you can tell, we're doing a lot of work, and we firmly believe that our ability to continue to tackle the challenges in front of us and work to build a better America is dependent on our continued partnership with each of you. We're grateful for your leadership, thankful for your innovative ideas and actions, and appreciative of your continued support and partnership. I look forward to continuing our work together. Have a great day.